John Stewart's on. This is not bad. Pass interference, and he caught it.
Welcome to Allstate, where savings from our new lower auto rates follow you everywhere. Now, get new lower auto rates. Doing good news with Allstate. Let's together use $20 holiday familia dinner from Pollo Loco.
Okay, so why use Toyota Service Centers?
Well, you wouldn't use just any carpenter, would you?
This thing working. Oh, I'll never get out of here.
Right.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyo. Let's go places.
It's the most wonderful time to make up for lost time with holiday tamale bowls from Pollo Loco.
Congratulations on achieving blue card status at Family Food Casino.
Thank you.
You each get 2 free main lobster buffets.
Welcome to the club.
What do you mean?
The buffet is reserved for blue card members and above. Where is the buffet?
This is a whole new way to buffet. We serve you. Can I still eat all the lobster I want? Yeah.
And over 100 other choices.
Getting to blue card level was easy. So what are you waiting for? You're just an upgrade away from a free lobster buffet.
This is on.
All right, we got Dale Jones. We got the John Houston Omaha page. You're the one that made it famous, and you get his keys to the city. You get free steaks all the time, but you stole it. You stole it from me. I stole it from Tom Brady, but at least it was in our playbook. Omaha was in our playbook. He was just a thief. He said they were using this word, and everybody's using it. But John, what do you like here? You like to play action? You like to run? Let's do a prediction.
I like to make it food. We'll make it food. Come on, baby.
Make it good.
Here we go. Or throwing to the afternoon.
I like to make it good. Make it good call would have been better than that. I'm not sure what that was. I think they're kind of doing a fake. They're trying to show like a fake, almost like receiver screen, like fake block, and then the receiver. They were faking the Seattle play, faking the Seattle, the Patriots. Yeah. Because the guy himself, he stops and I like Daniel Duvall on the move here. Come on, man. I like that play on third down, on third and goal. We got to come back.
Yeah, back into traffic. Why? Why would you run that play back into traffic? You take the speed of the play away.
They're going to take right here. I like the boot right here. Yeah. Make the run. There it is. All right, John, let's do the dance, man. You can show. Right there. There it is, John. Oh, yeah. Boy, that white drive by Daniel. Great drive. It's a long post. Some good play call by Jason Garrett. Answered the Chiefs right there. Loud environment. You know, this play, you've been around from the beginning of time, and defenses can't figure it out. I mean, it's not that hard. Route that everybody runs. Pull back in the flat, hiding on the corner. The defensive coordinator goes over it every single time. Maybe Tom Brady was right when he talked about defenders. I don't know. That was hard to spot.
There you go. Another one. Another one.
Here you go, John. This is is. There's the energy. That's getting fired up. Talking about.
That's replay, babe. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
John, thanks so much for coming on. Great to be with
my
you.
pleasure.
And
Great to
let's
see
go.
you guys, man.
Let's go, John.
See you soon. Have fun, guys. Let's do it.
All right, John. Thanks so
Bye,
much.
guys.
It was good to just there because we had 2 more John Stewart videos. I don't think it's really the goal to show John Stewart videos while the Giants are on offense. So thank you, Daniel Jones, for hitting that slot corner post to Ross down the middle. You know, I always like getting the receiver one-on-one in a jump ball situation with a safety, right? In the corner, he's used to making that play. A safety is not really used to making a one-on-one jump ball, 50-50 ball with the receiver. So good call there by Garrett. John Ross got up on the safety's toes, faked the corner, went to the post.
Love it.
You gotta look at it here, I think. I mean, it's the touch tight end here. You know, the key is that tight end blocking for a little bit, right? When it blocks for a little bit, it just gets that linebacker saying, hey, this is run. Hey, do not let him.
That's great. So you could do all prop bets now for NFL and college games? Is that right? Wow. Dude, that means this. All those hotels down there. My God, can you imagine all those hotels that are on the beaches? You can make them into casinos now. Man, Patrick Mahomes is just throwing a shitload of picks. Man.
Two hands.
Man, the Chiefs just don't look good. Isn't it funny? Every time they pay guys that big money, man, those teams go south, don't they? Jim Harbaugh's got to win them games, dude. He's got to win those games, man. I cannot believe he shit the bed again. They were up 31-17. It's getting there. Nah, man. Yeah, well, sure. I mean, you know what, Chris? I started doing something. I took it from the idea with the ball. You know, I got a garden hose, and I've been stepping on the garden hose, like a piece of the garden hose, and rolling my foot over it. It's helped a shitload. I mean, I am way better today than I have been. No, man, this is from years of being the ultimate ass whipper. And when you're undefeated in life, 145-0, it's just what it is, kid. When you're the heavyweight champion of the world, it happens, you know? Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Oh, he's a huge Yankee fan. That's cool. Was he nice? Right on. Oof. No. Yeah, but dude, that guy especially because you say the name, it's like, absolutely. I get it. That's great. You got to find out how they got him on. Absolutely, especially like Norman Schwarzkopf and like General Petraeus and yes, who? Oh yeah, that guy. Absolutely, 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 man. I'm all over that. Oh yeah, absolutely. She'd probably be very very wild. Wow, you're disgusting. Here you go. Good evening, America. Dan Sileo, USA Radio Network. How the hell are you doing? What a great weekend, huh? What a great weekend. My world, all the sports are going on. Baseball World Series. Was that not awesome the other night? You're fighting your ass off if you're the Astros to keep this thing alive. You're the Braves, who were considered one of the biggest letdown franchises back in the day when they won all those multiple National League East pennants. Never really winning more than one. You were always considered underachievers. And here you are, the ultimate overachievers, with a shot to knock off one of the best baseball franchises over the last 10, 20 years. This Astro team is great. But this Braves team, doesn't matter who they lose, they just continue to win. And to see what happened and to see the Astros kind of extend it, we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I'm getting a kick out of watching the World Series. And you know what else I love about it too? How appropriate, man. Seeing that 44 out in the outfield. In the year we lost Henry Aaron, there's the Braves in the World Series. You may have taken away the All-Star game from Atlanta, but you got 44 etched out there in that outfield. I think it's fantastic. I mean, Hank Aaron is one of the greatest American sports figures in my lifetime. And to see that number out there, how many? I don't care what you think of another name. When you think of 44, who do you think of? I think Henry Aaron. I mean, There's nobody else. I mean, Reggie, I get it, but Henry Aaron, right? 40, like when I throw numbers out at you, 47, Jackie. 44, Henry Aaron. 32, Jim Brown, right? 12, I guess now is Brady. Think of all these great numbers in sports that you don't really need a name. It's like Madonna, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what? I mean, 23, Jordan. There's just certain numbers that will always be etched in sports lore. When you see that number, and during the World Series, seeing 44 out there at the year we lost Hank Aaron, like I said, I think it's just great. That was going on. College football on Saturday was fantastic. I'll tell you what, I just got through talking to my guy, Chris O, and that Michigan State-Michigan game was fantastic. Fantastic. It was, without a doubt, one of the absolutely, yeah, Chris being, of course, the Michigan guy, but it was a fantastic game, and you got to give it to Mel Tucker, man. He's taken that program, and he's put it back on its tracks again. That's pretty damn impressive, man. The fans were going nuts in East Lansing. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Chris, and again, I know the record, Harbaugh's record against Michigan State and against Ohio State and against really top 10 teams is atrocious. But that game was everything that it was built to have. It was really a great college football game to watch. I enjoyed watching that game. Yeah, who was the other guy? Brady Hoke. Yeah, that guy. That's right. And you want to know something else, which is crazy? Brady Hoke has got the same win percentage as Jim Harbaugh does. And like Chris just said, the difference is Hoke ended up winning a couple games against Ohio State. That's a fact. So really, man, that game on Saturday was fantastic. Other college football games were really great. Sunday, Micah, it was the day of the backup. Cooper Rush, that guy sounds like he performs at Chippendales. Cooper Rush? Who's that? I had to actually look up what college he went to. He went to Eastern Michigan. Never heard of the guy. Never heard of the guy. And he leads the Dallas Cowboys to a very impressive win. And you know what else you get to do? You get to put Dak on the sidelines until he comes back from injury. Let me say this to you, too. Dak's hurt. Dak Prescott's hurt. You don't put a $42 million a year guy in headsets on the sidelines. That's not why you pay him. But the one thing you do need if you're the Dallas Cowboys, you've got to have Dak Prescott in December and January, and then in February, you're hoping. Your goal is to get him to the last game of the year, obviously, in February. That's what your goal is. And the Cowboys know they have the NFC East wrapped up. I mean, there's nobody really in that thing. Giants, Washington, Eagles did end up winning, but they beat the sorry-ass Detroit Lions, who looked as bad as their record, 0-8. I don't know if Dan Campbell's going to win another, or if he wins a ball game, but the NFC East is wrapped up right now. And there is no doubt the Dallas Cowboys said this: well, we're trying to get home field advantage. Oh, and by the way, this Cooper Rush kid, wasn't like he threw for 160 yards. He threw for 320 yards in the game. That's coaching, friends. That's preparation. That's something that you have to give Mike McCarthy, who has been much maligned by guys like me and everyone. That's coaching, and that's Kellen Moore, and that's preparation. That's being ready to play. I got to tell you, man, I am very impressed with what I saw with Cooper Rush, and you've got to give the Dallas Cowboys some love there. They've run their record now to 7-1, and I'll say this to you, going into the kind of halfway point of the season here. Who's played better ball than the Cowboys so far in the first half of the season? Let me think. Rams? Maybe? Packers? Cowboys are right there, though. Could this finally be the year the Dallas Cowboys put it all together and are a Super Bowl contending football team? Got to tell you, When you get next guy up mentality, something else that Jerry and Steven have to take bows for. You know what that is? They're putting talent on this roster. Much maligned when it comes to overpaying guys. But you know what they're doing? They're drafting correctly. They're getting guys on this team. They're hiring the right coaches now. Give it to the Cowboys, man. That was an impressive win. Most of you guys are going to go like this. The Minnesota Vikings? Damn, really? Well, when you don't have a $42 million quarterback who's in the MVP conversation and Dak Prescott not playing, there's no way I thought the Cowboys were going to beat a Mike Zimmer Minnesota Vikings team, and they did. Kudos, man. It comes down to coaching. You know, I'm critical of people, but I also will do this. I'll pump the brakes and go like this to you. That was a heck of a performance, guys. Kudos to the Cowboys, man. You've got to give it up for him. Good job, man. We'll talk more about that. By the way, we'll take a look at all the games in Week 8. That'll be at the bottom of the hour. Now, some troubling news. Derrick Henry, who is also in the MVP conversation, looks like he's lost for the season. Wow. Guys, do you want to hear something crazy? If the season were to end and the postseason were to begin tonight, do you know what team would be the number 1 seed in the AFC? The Tennessee Titans. And it's not because of the quarterback. It's because of Derrick Henry. You know, there's an extra game this year. So that 2106 or 2105 that Eric Dickerson has was in clear jeopardy. He was going to take that record down, Derrick Henry. But he has a broken foot. Lost for, it looks like, the rest of the season. 937 yards in 8 games. You understand what we're talking about here. He's going to go over 2,000 yards. This guy had 1,000 yards, basically, almost at the halfway point. Wow. I have never in my life seen a man, okay, never in my life seen a man that big run that fast. What'd they clock him 2 weeks ago at when he ran for that 75-yard touchdown run? What was it, 21 miles per hour? This guy's 255 pounds running down the sideline like that. At 6'3", 255, running 21 miles an hour down the sidelines. Man, that's like getting hit by a Mack truck. Titan season, toast. Toast. Here's something I will say, though, to you, that probably in the end is going to be a beneficiary to Derrick Henry. He was also on pace to carry the ball. Are you ready? 500 times this year. There's only been 1 or 2 backs go for 400 carries. He was going for 500 carries. There's no way that body's going to last that long. No way. In the end, folks, get this. This may actually benefit him career-wise at the back end of his career. Because you can't give a guy the ball 500 times and think he's going to keep the wheels on. Okay? You just can't keep driving that tank into a wall and think it's going to stay in one piece. And this may benefit him. I still think the Titans season's toast in the end, but I mean, what a tragedy. Because Tennessee at 6-2 was right there, and they are the number 1 seed right now in the AFC. Okay, so we said it. Yesterday was a day of what? It was a day of the backups. So Trevor Siemian beats Tom Brady. Mike White beats Joe Burrow. Cooper Rush wins a ball game. Where am I going with this? Just shows you the parity in the NFL. It shows you how many good players are sitting on the bench at that position, waiting for their chance to shine and maybe get an opportunity to take over one of these football teams. There are a lot of good players at that position that are backups. And the backups today in the NFL, let me tell you, man, they are a commodity. If you've got a good one, Do you know how many people were telling Jerry and Steven, go get Cam Newton? All the way until last Wednesday, the Cowboys were thinking of bringing Cam in for a workout. Do you know what Jerry said? I've got some good sources inside the Cowboys. Bunch of people in there still work there that when I was there, and I know a lot of folks in the room like Rich Dalrymple. You know what Jerry said? Nah, we got a guy here we kind of like. He's a homegrown guy. We've kind of nurtured him. We've been patient with him. We wanted to see if he got an opportunity. What would he do? Sure enough, he goes out and throws for 320 yards and wins a ball game for him. Keeps them in the conversation for home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. This Cowboy team is the best-looking Cowboy team, in my opinion. There's one other team, then the 95 Cowboys. That Des Bryant game where they got jobbed in that game up at Lambeau, the catch, no catch, that was a pretty good football team. That was a good football team. And the last team that I saw that was good was that 95 Cowboy team that won the Super Bowl. I think the Cowboys are real. And they're showing it to me with depth, which makes it crazy great. Tom Brady did not look like Tom Brady. I want to hit on that. Plus, don't forget, we'll look at Week 8 at the bottom of the hour. Keep it here on the Dan Sileo Show. Dude, they had an 0-16 season under Rod Marinelli. Oh, I thought, you know what, man? I watched them on film, and I thought that they were playing a lot harder, man. And all of a sudden, they just shit the bed, dude. Wait, hang on, Chris. Let me ask you something here. Would you care on Tuesday if your $45,000 check per week or $250,000 check per week stopped? Okay, well, the players care. Okay, it's just there's not enough good players on that team. Yeah, that's better right there, Chris. That's it. Just overwhelmed. They don't know what they just don't have the personnel there. Hey, you can have bad players and care and look like that. Hey, man, that Jim Caldwell was 9-7 and they fired him. Yeah, they haven't been the same since. Yeah. Because they run it like they're Ford Motor Company. You can't win with all those people making decisions in the building. It's got to be one person. Oh yeah, in a second. We would fire everyone's ass and leave 5 people in the building and throw the rest of them into the pit. little skulls, the little Hulksters, and yeah, the Conksters would be great. Absolutely. In the last 60 years, they're the only team in Detroit not make it to a championship setting. Even Michigan has won a national title. I love that giant logo. The giant logo, New York Giants football team. Yeah. Dan Sileo, USA Radio Network. I love the Fall Classic. I do, man. I love the World Series. I love everything that's surrounding the World Series. Baseball, has kind of lost its way a little bit, and it's not so much the sport is not entertaining. What's happened is that the mentality of the game has not evolved. Here, let me maybe explain it a little better here. The NFL doesn't care about the history of what a guy did in 1943. And what I mean by that is, if you threw for 2,000 yards or you threw for 2,500 yards, the game has evolved. And they want the game more exciting. It's more important for the NFL to have fans excited. They changed the game for the fans' excitement so that gambling can be prevalent today as it is. You see what happened in Florida? My friend Trevor just told me sports betting went live in Florida today. Prop bets are coming to stadiums. You understand that? So for the NFL, excitement, getting big numbers, 35-30 games. That's what the NFL wants. You see, I'm an old guy. Get off my lawn, dude. I like the 21-17 ball games. I like those kind of games, but those aren't going to sell tickets. Those really aren't going to do it. Okay? It's just not. People like big scoring, big numbers. Why do you think fantasy football is such a big thing today? I mean, because you have a lot of these leagues now that you can win financial money on, right? Red Zone Channel. What do you think it was set up for? It was set up for gamblers. What do you think? Oh, there's my guy sitting with the Bills, Stephon. They're getting killed 35-0. You're like, people are checking it out because of their fantasy leagues. Major League Baseball hasn't evolved into that. They need to get with what's going on social media. They need to do more of that. It's a great game, baseball. I mean, if you've ever listened to me, you know that my sports background, when it comes to sports knowledge, it's more driven towards the baseball angle than it is the football angle. I grew up on baseball. My earliest memories in sports are baseball driven. 75 series, Reds and Red Sox. That's my first real big sports thing that I remembered watching and going, man, is that cool. Fisk with the foul pole, all of that was great. Then the Yankees winning those back-to-back series after getting dusted by the Reds. Those were all things that I grew up with. Baseball along the way, though, they care too much about the history of the game. They do. Their history is so important. But you know what happens? When you're looking more in the rearview mirror of your sport than you are through the front window, that's why people are leaving your sport. There's a pretty good World Series going on. The Braves have jumped out, obviously, to a 3-1, and then now it's 3-2, and it's heading back to Houston. Can Houston end up doing something to make this a Game 7? That would be fabulous. I love the story of the Atlanta Braves. Do you remember just a couple of years ago, 2017, the Braves were one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball. Here they are, a game away from winning the World Series. Hey, folks, do me a favor. If you are in the Phoenix area, please do me a favor. Get on over to the great folks over at Hooters. I mean, what a great weekend they had this past weekend. Monday Night Football also is the best way to wind down after starting your work week. Headed to the Hooters. Don't forget the rest of the week. Enjoy all your football. This is your football headquarters, right? $10 burgers, $3 Bud Lights, all throughout the game. Just a great place. And do me a favor, tell them that your boy Sil sent you there. All right, we'll look at Week 8 of the National Football League. We'll do it next. You keep it right here on the Dan Sileo Show. Somebody thinks that my friend Steven here thinks if they added a clock to baseball, it would help the sport. Minors. Steven, they tried that in the minors. Didn't go over well. They do kind of hurry you up, though, now. WABC, that's right. That's right, man. Yankees used to be on WABC for like a long time, right? Oh, wow. Huh, so the Jets came with it. Was it through Westwood? Okay. Got it. So you'd have to play Jet spots. Yeah. Yeah, during the Jets games. Right? Oh. Yeah. Especially in Vegas. Yep. See, when you have Yankee broadcasting or Jets broadcasting, it works in places like Florida, Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It works in those places. Yeah. I'm never preempting the Yankees. But you're just so likable, Chris. Oh. 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 Remember Marconi, bitch. Okay, another Paisan. No, he's Italian as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Just like Moses Malone does, too. He's Italian. Yeah, Sammy Sosa. Hey, he's from South. He's from South Philly. He's an Italian too, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, of course he is. Brown, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Stephen, have I won a Marconi Award? No. I won a Golden Coconut Award. Yeah, it was rigged, and my guy Chris O had to go get it for me. Godzilla stole it from me, the bitch. Shut up. Don't ever tell me that again. Don't ever tell me that. Wow. No hope, Bob Hope. You're it. Pick one. You know, I got to tell you, man, when certain people leave the room, other people's personalities come out. No. I'm not saying anything. I'm leaving it right there. No. I'm just leaving it there. Some people leave the room, as my friend Janet would say. Okay. Other than that, okay. You on the other hand, I mean, there's a new Chris O now. Who's this guy? I mean, what do you mean? What am I talking about? No, you're not. That's a cover. You think you are, you ain't. Hey, don't say hey. Wait, whoa. Don't go hey to me. My name is Dan. You know what a you is? It's a female sheep. Give me a break, kid. My name is Dan. Hey, oi. Ask me away. Of course you do. Yes, no. I didn't say you were a vile monster. I'm saying that there's a new Chris. I mean, hey, by the way, folks, he added vile monster. I never added that. He did. Why did you see? See, obviously you have an issue with yourself right now. So there's a problem. What? You paused again. Oh, what? No. I said there's a new Chris O, and now all of a sudden you've gone into that. What? Because you're saying things that are very like off script for you. Oh, yeah, well, you can fill in the blank any way you want. This is your world. You know what I mean? No. See, again, you have an issue. There it is. You have an issue with me pointing out that over the last, let me think, month, there's a new Chris O. It's like an I don't give a, attitude. Yeah. No, see, I'm asking you the question. You're asking me the question. No. See, that's usually when people have a problem with side, and there's something that's internal that's bothering you. If you would like to say it, it's all good. Go right ahead. Well, you seem that you do because you have a problem with me just saying, well, there's a new Chris O over the last month. No. I see, that's for you to fill it. It's like a cannoli guy. It's for you to fill the cannoli. I'm kind of the outside crust here. You're filling the cannoli. What? That's usually not good on the radio, Chris. If you would like to expand on that, that would help me out a little bit. No. See, don't insult me. I'm not upset with any. No, you're not doing this. No, I'm not obviously. See, listen, you know what he's doing, folks? He's telling me that I'm obviously smarter than everybody else. No. I'm an observationist, Chris. I see something, I talk about it, and there's been something that's changed in your life over the last month because you're very off-colored on many things that you say now. And by the way, those of you out there, don't be a stupid ass in the media and think off-colored means racist. It's not that. I'm talking you like come up and all of a sudden there'll be something that will, oh, wow, okay. No. See, I'm not attacking you. You're being very, no, no, no. Listen, you're getting offended by this. I did bring it up. You filled it in, though. I put the coloring book in front of you. You're coloring inside the lines now. Okay. So yeah, I mean, red and black usually work, I guess, on everything. It just seems that's kind of where you are right now. Nothing beats green and orange, dog. Well, it's better than that colors up in Michigan right now. How you doing? No. What here? No. See, you're trying to spin it on me. Hold on for a minute. How you doing? Is everything okay? I care right now. I do. No. How you doing? Is everything all right? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I know you can't deflect. Okay. No. But I wasn't talking about my daughter. I'm talking about you. How are you doing, Chris? How are things going? Are you all right? No. I know. But whoa, wait a minute. No. See, no. Listen. I'll get to the football here in a minute. I just want to know everything's okay. Okay. Well, it's just your off-colored comments. No. See, now you're questioning again. I'm not. You are. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, hold on. Oh, you don't have to be afraid of me. What are you talking about? Why would you throw that into the conversation? What do you mean afraid of me? Oh, well, that's true. No, hey, dude, seriously. Hey, all jokes aside here, man. Listen, that guy that I worked with, he was like on the floor. We missed 3 breaks. And I go, wait a minute. I go like this, 3 breaks. We missed it. I'm sitting here. Nobody came in to help me. And I'm sitting here and this guy's laying on the floor. And I go, dude, we have to hit a break eventually, right? By the way, we had no PD yet either. And so this kid's just nothing. He's just laying on the floor. And this guy was, get this, he was a guy that was like suggested to me. And then get this, after I fired him, he went on social media and said I was hard to work with. And because of my past with people saying things on social media, oh, Sileo, he's a piece of, and I'm going like, I didn't know the guy from 4 tires that were stacked at a tire place. I couldn't pick him out in a police lineup today. Okay, I don't remember his face. It's like that guy we know. Okay, I couldn't pick his face out in a police lineup. No, I didn't. No, not him. No, but I'm not down anybody. Oh, shirtless. Yeah. All right, can I get back to doing what I wanted to do here now? I'm not analyzing. No. Wait a minute. Listen, all I said was, it just seems that you're struggling with things. No. I care. We are family. Thank you very much. All right, let me get into this here. Chris is right. Let's get off the couch. Chris is like, Jesus, what the hell just happened? Yeah. Oh, good, man. There were so many good games over the weekend. Man, the NFL was really just, hey, and this year, I'll say this to you, maybe this is why it's opening up for the Cowboys. Okay? Maybe this is why it's opening up for the Cowboys. I really couldn't tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl. I think we'd all like to say the Buccaneers, but after what we saw the Buccaneers go through with the Saints, aren't we all going like this? I guess when they get AB back, they get Gronk back. Let's go through the list here. How about Atlanta? Atlanta going into this game against Carolina. Carolina was playing such bad football. The Falcons had rallied since that opening game against the Eagles. I thought they were going to win this ball game. Panthers win the game 19-13. Panthers are now 4-4. They righted the ship a little bit in the NFC South. Falcons are at 3-4. Both these football teams are still in the conversation. Get this. They're still in the conversation to make the postseason. Matt Ryan was 20 of 27. Didn't throw for a boatload of yards, though. Under 200 yards in this ball game. That was a really weird game. I saw a little bit of that. How about the Bills, man? They continue to roll. They're sitting at 5-2 now. They take care of the 1-7 Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are a train wreck this year. Josh Allen, 29 of 42, 239. Oh, wait a minute, 249 and 2 touchdowns. He was just great. And he put up 55 yards in rushing, too, and had a touchdown on the ground. Bills look like a good football team. Could be in the top 5 as part of the best group of teams, I think, that are in that 5 that can win the Super Bowl. The Bills could be in the Super Bowl conversation if they continue. We're almost at the halfway mark here because of that extra game. I feel we are at the halfway mark, but we're right here. So next week will kind of be it officially, but I like where we're seeing some of these teams. 49ers right the ship. They end up getting a win over the Bears. The Bears 3-5. I don't know. Matt Nagy probably be fired at the end of the year. Jimmy Garoppolo from the 49ers, let me say this to you about him. The reason that you're not going to see Kyle Shanahan put Trey Lance in, can I tell you why? Kyle Shanahan has to win games. It's gotten to a point now that if he has another losing season, do you know Kyle Shanahan will have had 4 in his last 5 years coaching in San Francisco where he would have losing seasons? Jimmy Garoppolo gives him the best chance to win ball games. 322, 17-28. You can't put Trey Lance in and start going like this. Well, we're going to start developing. You got to win ball games here. And I'm saying that you got to win ball games to keep your gig. Because Kyle Shanahan is starting to get put in that bucket where you're doing this. Is it his last name that keeps him in the league as a head coach? Got to win, dude. The Bears, I don't know. I mean, Justin Fields, you can say whatever you want. He's not ready to play. There's so many loose parts that are on that Bears team. Would not shock me to see them start dumping guys like Khalil Mack and guys like that tomorrow. Tomorrow's the trading deadline. Here's a game that I couldn't wait to get to. I told you that the Steelers would win on Friday against the Browns. You know why? Because Baker Mayfield has to lead that team now. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are injured in the backfield. That means the quarterback's got to make plays. He can't. He's not capable. And there's the Steelers getting out to a rough start. They're 4-3 on the season now. Roethlisberger, I think it was 265 in the air, 22 of 34. I'll say it again to you. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in his 15 years as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is amazing. That is amazing. I mean, you knew they weren't going to let go of the rope. That's just not who they are. Eagles took care of the Lions 44-6. Jared Goff is terrible. 4 interceptions in the game. He was terrible. The whole thing was terrible. Chris asked me a really interesting question. Just looks like the players don't care. It's not that the players don't care. You get that paycheck every Tuesday, you care. You know what it is? They just don't know what's being asked of them. They don't have the talent to fulfill what's being asked of them. And they started reading a little bit of their press clippings. We're going to win this game against the Eagles. We're going to win this game. We're playing much better. Then you got your asses handed to you. The Eagles ran the ball 46 times for like 237 yards, and they're not a very good running team. When you get the football pushed down your throat like that, do you think the Lions win a game this year? They're 0-8. Eagles run their record to 3-5 on the season. Probably the second best team in the NFC East. And that's not saying much. This was a big game. Carson Wentz, 2 massive interceptions within 8 minutes of that ball game at the end there, man. You cannot play that reckless. He just plays so reckless. Titans, I mean, look, hey, Derrick Henry was leading the charge. Ryan Tannehill was really good in this ball game. Had 3 touchdowns. They had to get it. But they lose Derrick Henry in the process. Man, that is just so awful. 6-2. And as I said to you, they're the number 1 team in the AFC right now. And it's a shame because how about this? Within 3 weeks, you'll be lucky to see that football team still in playoff contention. How about the Jets? Mike White. You heard me right. Mike White throws for 408 yards and 3 touchdowns. 37 of 45. I've never heard of the guy. We'll finish this up here in a second here. Hey, friends, don't forget to get over to podcasterwarehouse.com. 25% off of everything that's on the website. Gamers, this is your one-stop place. Use the promo code Sileo. S as in Sam, I-L-E-O. That's S as in Sam, I-L-E-O. Shipping is free. $5 to $5,000. Podcasterwarehouse.com. That is podcasterwarehouse.com. Man, there were so many good games, man. It's so many telling stories that we are at the halfway point here. This Baker Mayfield story, are you going to pay that guy $42 million in the offseason? I want to hit on that. I want to talk more about week 8 of the NFL. Keep it right here on the Dan Sileo Show. Oh, yeah, man, that's great. Oh, absolutely, brother. Oh, I know. No. I know where to go. Thank you very much. I'm going to tell you. Hang on, I want you to hear this too. Steven says, yeah, you had to go back and forth with all those small timers at 97.3. You should have been focused and caring about your audience. I couldn't, Steven. They told me I couldn't. They told me not to do the Dan Sileo Show because the Dan Sileo Show was too in your face. It was too controversial. I wasn't allowed to do that. So they put these inexperienced. How you dilute a talent? You put inexperienced people in the room with them. No. I'm answering him. He goes 97.3. If you look at the talent off that station and put them on 1360, oh yeah, absolutely. Steven, Darren would crush it on 97.3. Absolutely he would. But they didn't want me. I was called into Bob Bollinger's office and into Kevin Callahan's office and told not to do the Dan Sileo Show. The words actually were snowflake radio, please. That's what I was asked to do. I actually love him. He's really a good dude. Let me tell you, no. I actually love him. I actually do, man. Oh. I love Lucky Charms. Butter knife? Wow. Do you have ink? I don't have an ex-wife. I know I'm not going to go with your bit. I hate it. Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dan Sileo, USA Radio Network. Yeah, one thing on Baker Mayfield, I'm not giving that guy $42 million. You think I'm paying that guy Dak money? Never. Never. And then he's the guy that makes excuses up for losing. See what Brady did? Tom Brady had a horrific game against the Saints. You know what he said? I got to play better. I've got to play better. You know what Mayfield's doing? All of us. You know, you're gonna isolate on one, couple plays. Brady's like this, I got to play better. Didn't make it about the team. He made it about him. You know, when Brady wins, he makes it about the team. When the Bucs lose, he makes it about him. That's how it should be. When you're the GOAT, that's how you act. You don't look at people. You don't try to make excuses. You just don't. This Rams team, by the way, with Matthew Stafford. Hey, how about Matthew Stafford being in purgatory, also known as the Detroit Lions, all them years? Look at what he's doing now with a good football team and a good coach and a good organization like Kevin Demoff and Les Snead. They're 7-1. And he's playing kick-ass football. 38-22. They beat the sorry-ass Texans, who whatever they're doing with Deshaun Watson. Reports are it looks like Watson's going to stay a Texan because the offers aren't strong enough. How about the job in coaching the Patriots did with Belichick? 27-24. Bill's got the team at the halfway mark at 4-4. What a great coaching job. Seahawks. How about the way Geno Smith played? 31-7. They beat the sorry-ass Jags. I do think Trevor Lawrence is playing better, but that was great coaching by Pete Carroll in that football game. You know, you got Geno Smith. Anything can happen with Geno. Here's this game here. Tom Brady, 375 yards. He had 4 touchdowns, but he also had 3 interceptions, and one of them was a pick six. Saints win this ball game, and now we're 5-2. Could this be a place? Get this. You ready for this one? Not Cam Newton. But could Phillip Rivers come out of retirement and go play quarterback there in New Orleans? Can you imagine Sean Payton and Phillip Rivers in New Orleans? Man, he might win a lot of games. He won 11 games last year. I would seriously think about that. And then the Cowboys with Cooper Rush throws for 325 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's 24 of 40. Cowboys are sitting at 6-1 on the season. I'll say it again to you, man. That's truly a testament to the coaching. Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, and Mike McCarthy have been maligned so much since, well, again, you're the head coach and you're the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. You always have to remember that. Okay? So nothing is going to be satisfying when it comes to the fan base. Do we all agree that the Dallas Cowboy fan base is the most unrealistic fan base in pro football history? Because they think every year the Cowboys should win a Super Bowl. Not that I think that that's a bad thing. You should always want your team to win championships. But even when they're bad, they're expecting this. Now, for the first time in maybe, 30-some years, this is a football team that I'm saying this. Everybody's waiting for this gigantic collapse to happen. And when Dak didn't get put in that game on Sunday night, did you not start doing this? They're not going to They hung around. Vikings had a 10-3 lead at half. Okay? Cowboys put up that 10 spot in the third. And Cooper Rush played great. And the Cowboy defense has played exceptional. They've played exceptional football. And it's all been, I'll tell you this, if they ever gave a award out for the coordinator of the year, you might have to look at Dan Quinn, because the impact that Dan Quinn has had since Jerry and Steven, and you got to say Mike McCarthy, hired the former Atlanta head coach, he has been as big an impact on a football team of any coach that's been hired, head coach or coordinator-wise. That Dallas Cowboy defense of a year ago was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. And good for him. Does it not look like the Cowboys